Welcome to Law Days and Lattes, the podcast where we blend the world of law and business with a warm cup of information and common sense. I'm your host, Sidney Wheelan, attorney, real estate investor, and business owner. Each week, we'll be your go-to source for legal insights, business advice, and so much more. Whether you're a seasoned professional, an ambitious entrepreneur, or simply someone seeking guidance, we'll have you covered. From navigating the legal landscape to empowering you with valuable business strategies, we'll explore the legal side of life and enjoy a virtual latte along the way. So, grab your favorite latte, get comfortable, and let's dive into Law Days and Lattes. Welcome to episode 12 of Law Days and Lattes, sponsored by the Wheelan Law Firm of Moberly, Missouri, your go-to source for legal issues encountered by your family and your business. If you have questions about anything we discuss on this podcast, please get in touch with us. Our goal is to serve you, your family, and your business professionally and with the utmost compassion and understanding. I'm your host, Sidney Wheelan. Today, I'm enjoying a cup of coffee on the patio with my dog, Huck, thinking about my mom on this Mother's Day weekend. She's been gone for several years now, but in her later years, we talked every day. Sometimes about the weather, sometimes about family, sometimes about nothing at all. But sometimes she had other things on her mind. She had questions or ideas or had heard rumors about get-rich schemes or those too-good-to-be-true things that she and her friends had discussed. Since we talked frequently, she would usually mention those conversations to me. Not always for advice, but just to let me know what was happening in her life and what was on her mind. Now, Mom had some health issues and didn't get around very well. But she watched the news every day and loved talking to friends and folks that dropped by to see her at the nursing home. And sometimes she would want to talk about a random phone call she received or something she watched on a late-night infomercial. And some of these conversations that we had were quite concerning. Thankfully, Mom and I had many discussions, and she was pretty good about saying, "I'm going to have to talk to my daughter about that." But I know that the scammers out there are very convincing, and not every senior has someone to bounce ideas off of. So today, I want to share with you at least 10 scams that are out there that can affect any of us, but are primarily targeted toward our older folks. Then we'll discuss some ways that you can help keep your family safe and your finances secure. Here are some common scams targeting seniors. 1. The grandparent scam. Scammers pretend to be a grandchild in distress, often claiming to be in legal trouble or needing money urgently. They exploit the grandparents' love and concern to persuade them to send money. 2. Tech support scams. Seniors are often targeted with fake calls or pop-up messages claiming to be from tech support companies like Microsoft. The scammers convince them to provide remote access to their computers or buy unnecessary software or services. 3. Healthcare fraud. Scammers may offer fake medical products, treatments, or insurance plans, preying on the senior's health concerns. These fraudulent schemes can lead to financial loss and potentially harm their health. 4. Romance schemes. Seniors are often vulnerable to online romance scams, where criminals create fake profiles on dating websites or social media to form relationships with them. They can then exploit their emotions and trust to extort money or personal information. 5. Lottery or sweepstakes scams. Seniors are often targeted with notifications claiming that they won a lottery or sweepstakes. To claim their prize, they're asked to pay taxes or fees up front. However, there's no actual prize, and the scammers disappear with the money. 6. Investment scams. Seniors may be targeted with fraudulent investment opportunities promising high returns with low risk. These scams often involve pressure tactics or promises of exclusive deals, but the investments are either non-existent or extremely risky. 7. Home improvement scams. This is not a new scam and not usually associated with new technology, and usually not even done online. We frequently see an increase in these types of scams after natural disasters when our seniors or disaster victims are at their most vulnerable. Scammers may offer home repair or improvement services at a low cost, but they either perform the work shoddily or they disappear after receiving payment up front. 8. IRS impersonation scams. Scammers pretend to be IRS agents and threaten seniors with arrest, deportation, or other legal action if they don't pay supposed back taxes immediately. They may demand payment via wire transfer, prepaid cards, or even cryptocurrency. 9. Timeshares. While timeshares are not always a scam, they often target our older citizens, promising fun, easy-to-book vacation packages, flexible travel, and an investment that can be used by and passed down to family members. In reality, these packages are often overpriced, not what was bargained for, and used to upsell even more expensive travel packages. The plans usually are assessed expensive annual fees, charged automatically to the credit card, and the plans are extremely difficult to get out of once they're entered into. 10. Gift card scams. The older adult is asked to purchase gift cards, then requested to text the code on the gift card back to the person on the phone. As with the other scams, the money disappears, never to be seen again. All of these scams prey on the senior's trust, financial stability, and desire for companionship or assistance, making it crucial for them to be educated about these tactics and empowered to recognize and report them. So, what can we do to protect our parents and other seniors from being the next victim? First, encourage open communication about any suspicious encounters. Talk to them about the various schemes. Not everyone that talks to them has their best interest at heart, and there really are people out there who are lying to them and trying to manipulate them. Second, help them secure their finances. Encourage them to allow you to assist them with their finances by executing a financial power of attorney or putting their investments into a trust so that you or another trusted person can help watch out for their best interest. Set up fraud alerts and monitor their financial accounts regularly. Consider limiting access to large sums of money. One way to do this is to separate their checking account that's used to pay regular monthly bills from their savings or investment accounts. Consider requiring 2 signatures when withdrawing larger sums of money. For example, 2 signatures required for all amounts over $1,000 or $5,000. Encourage secure payment methods and avoid sharing financial information over the phone or online. What can you do specifically? Well, install antivirus software on their devices for them and keep it updated. Enable 2-factor authentication on all online accounts and help them to learn how to use that technology. Teach them about phishing emails and how to identify those emails. Establish a family code word. With the prevalence of AI-generated content and AI-generated voice, we can't always ensure that the person or the voice on the line is really our loved one. A code word that is easy to remember but has a special meaning within the family unit could be used to test the person on the other side of the conversation to establish identity. Designate a trusted family member or friend to assist with their financial matters if needed. Provide contact information for local authorities or fraud hotlines. And probably most of all, keep up to date with the latest scams targeting seniors. We can't help our parents if we don't know what to look for. Encourage skepticism and critical thinking when approached with unsolicited offers or requests. Check in with them often to ensure that they are not experiencing any suspicious activity. Offer emotional support and reassurance as well. This is especially true if they have been the target of one of these schemes. Remember, the scammers are professionals, and it can happen to any of us. If we become a victim of one of these scams, it can be embarrassing, and sometimes our parents hesitate to talk about it. Do what you can to help them avoid the potential problems and to know that they can reach out if they do encounter a problem. In conclusion, remember, if we have elderly parents or grandparents or friends, it's important to stay vigilant and be proactive in protecting them from unscrupulous predators who try to take advantage of their age, of their health, and their finances. Thank you for listening today. I hope you have found this episode helpful. As always, we will put our contact information in the show notes. If you would like more information, please reach out to us to learn how we can help you help your parents through this difficult time. As a reminder, if you hit the subscribe button, you will automatically be alerted when a new episode airs. If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a 5-star review and share it with your family and friends. As always, my friends, grab a cup of coffee or your favorite latte, hold your loved ones tight, and have a great week.
This podcast episode contains general information for discussion purposes only. Each case is different and must be judged on its own merits. Missouri rules generally prohibit lawyers from advertising that they specialize in particular areas of the law. This show should not be construed to suggest such specialization. Nothing on this show should be taken as legal advice for any individual case or situation. This information is not intended to create an attorney-client relationship, and the listening or viewing of this podcast does not constitute an attorney-client relationship. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.